There have been calls for Columbia for tuition reimbursement because classes have moved to virtual learning. Do you support those calls?
Listen, my feeling is that there should be no virtual learning. I think that the students should be on campus. The fact that Columbia is giving in to these hate-filled agitators, to these protesters, they're giving them the win. There's no reason why these Jewish students should feel threatened, shouldn't feel safe on their own campus. And what the president and the administration should be doing is everything in their power to make sure that those students feel safe and continue to carry on with class on campus. That's what this is about. The fact that they're giving up and they're saying go home because we can't keep it safe. I mean, they're throwing in the white flag because they don't want to get in the middle of an issue between these again progressives who are praising terrorist organizations and students who just want to learn.
We're seeing these images from the campus protests that, like I said earlier, are happening nationwide. What do you think is missing from the national conversation?
I think what's missing from the national conversation is that this is about a reaction to a terrorist attack on an ally of the United States of America. On October 7th, Israel was attacked, and this has been compared to their worst day in their history since the Holocaust. I mean, again, I've seen raw footage from that day. People decapitated, babies killed, women raped. That's what this response is. And just weeks ago, we saw Iran send missiles into Israel. I mean, the protesters in New York City and around this country that are calling for a ceasefire, what we should be calling for are two things: Hamas surrender, and we should be releasing every single hostage that we have. That's what we should be doing. That's what they should be calling for. The fact that they're calling for a ceasefire with no change in sight, that's not what we should be doing. When we have a terrorist organization, we should be eliminating them. We should be eradicating Hamas from this planet, and that's exactly where I stand. What's missing from the national conversation is that they are praising terrorists. That's what these protesters are doing. When they are wearing shirts, I am Hamas, I am Hezbollah. I mean, it really, I would hope that many of these individuals don't actually know what they're protesting about, because if they did and they knew that they were protesting in favor of terrorists, well, then that's another conversation that we should have, because they should probably be investigated for terrorism themselves.
One last question. When you were on campus, when you were around campus, did you see any of these pro-Palestinian protesters calling for the release of the hostages?
I did not. I mean, in the areas that I were, I did hear people calling for a ceasefire. I heard them chanting from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. I saw the shirts and the bandanas, pro-Hamas, pro-Hezbollah. But no, and could there be? Absolutely. But I did not see any of them.